My name is Nick Hayes. I'm an illustrator and writer, and I live on a boat on the Thames. I think what inspired me to become an artist was just walking and swimming in the outdoors. And there's something, almost when you see something beautiful, it's not enough to just sit and drink it in for a couple of minutes. You want to sort of sit down and really kind of absorb it. And drawing is just a very good way almost of meditating with your eyes open. So one thing people forget about art is that how enjoyable it is to actually do. Well, it means a great deal. It's I always used to worry that art was maybe something that happened once activism has succeeded. But as the older I get, I realize that art has a real ability to capture people's imaginations, not least just to get them to notice the message. So to be part of something like this with its international scope is huge for me. It's a real honor. Well, probably the greatest inspiration years ago now, but I went diving in Lake Malawi, which has an absurd amount of diversity in it. And actually it was the editors that asked me to tone it down. I couldn't resist putting all the colors in. And obviously they had to remind me that no, this is the aquatic world post-human intervention. So we've got to turn the radiant colors down into kind of biscuit and bone and dried out skeletal colors. It's basically a fake woodcut approach, which I developed. It's just with brush and ink, but just like with woodcut, you remove, every mark you make removes the mark that is finally printed. Similarly, every mark that I make on the paper, I scan it in and then invert it in Photoshop. And basically, it seems to come across as a nice substitute for printing when I'm nowhere near a print studio, and so I'm not able to do my own stuff. And then Photoshop becomes the sort of old iron Albion press. So it's using the modern world in an old-fashioned way. Have faith. It takes a long, long time, but to develop your style, people are drawn towards individuality, which is such a wonderful privilege to be an illustrator. Like, the more you develop your own personal interest, the more you read and research behind what fascinates you, the more your style will become more of an expression of your soul, and that's your strongest. That's your strongest attribute in illustration. So just keep trucking.